Who do you compare yourself to? Even though they don't mean to, who makes you feel like you're not quite as good as they are? Maybe because they seem better at the job or better at mothering, smarter, skinnier, all the things, right? I tend to compare myself to people that I'm closest to, like my sister and my friends and people at work. In my mind, when I naturally see them excelling at something, I look at myself and I size myself up to them. And that's why scripture like today's verse starts to heal my wrong way of thinking about myself. See, God does not size us up. He does not show favoritism. In fact, if anything, he sees people like me who feel weak and less than, and he affirms that we are worthy of being part of his kingdom. That's what Paul was talking about as he wrote to the Galatian church. He reminded them that he was the least of the apostles, but that God had commissioned him for this great work of spreading the gospel. He said, "For those who were held in high esteem, whatever they were makes no difference to me. God does not show favoritism. They added nothing to my message." The people others thought were awesome didn't affect Paul because he knew that God didn't favor them over him or him over them. God doesn't play our earthly favoritism games. I need that same reminder so badly that I don't need anyone to add, including myself, to any of the missions God is giving me. Others may naturally excel more than I do, but God is the one equipping me to do the job that he's called me to. And the same is true of you. God isn't any more or less impressed with you than he is with me. He's called you to partner in his great kingdom, to share in the power of the gospel as you live out his love to those around you, like only you can. Don't diminish that. There's no room for comparison in God's kingdom. So let's get a little confidence in what God is doing in us today. Woo woo.